Yeah. What is up? What is up? Yes, that's right. Two in one day, folks. Two in one day. But yeah, for Mondays, that might be like I said. If welcome back, welcome back. If you weren't on my first live, I said I'm gonna be streaming Mondays, particularly for a while. So it's gonna be every Monday, and if stuff happens between that Monday and it's still Monday, you might see me come back. So, I really am trying to make up to everyone, and especially the members. Thank you, members. I really appreciate you all. You guys are very generous, and some of you are very, very generous. And like I said, I really hope you like the content as much as you're putting out there, because wow, you are generous. And, I just hope I'm putting a big smile on your face. And by the way, every Monday or every other Monday, I'm going to be giving away 5 memberships. I just gave away 5 memberships before in the first video. So snooze, you lose. You got to make sure, early B comes for the rice or whatever, whatever it says. Yes, come early and get what you want. But yeah, next week I will get rid of the other 5. So I get 10 memberships a month, hardcore crypter. So, and it'll be 5 and 5. So if you're interested, yeah. Go in. Sometimes if you're just subscribed to me and you don't get to watch yet, it might just pick you. So just make sure you are subscribed to the channel. All right, guys, let's all get into this crazy stuff with our favorite child abusing people, Shani and Rev. Jason just made another video where he looks poor as shit. But remember, looks can be deceiving, folks. Looks can be deceiving for real. And I don't know. Oh, and apparently, thank you all, especially Cats. Thank you for saying in the chat or in my messages that Jason said he came out with some head lice. Well, I mean, that's a thing. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, he's getting, he had some scratches like Cyrax. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you guys. You start scratching, and then you will actually, if me just saying scratching, you'll actually hear scratching noises. That's not me. I'm not doing anything. That's your brain doing it. So always be careful. Make sure you, don't wear anyone else's hats or anything. But yeah, at the end of the day, he might try to say this is because of the place, but I think that's BS. And that's 100% because he's a dirty motherfucker. We all know it. There you go, Cats. Yes, and thank you for just throwing that out there. Number 1. Number 2, people have been saying in my chat that, hey, they live around this area. And remember, this is a neutral. Like I wrote on top, Homeless Watch. This is the Homeless Watch Network. No hate. This is, neutral. We don't get into the stupid side drama BS. I don't even pay attention. I try to make it funny for everybody. The rest of the people, especially the people that support me. But to think that Jason's just been making this up this whole time, or even better, if he's around here drinking vodka, that's just going to make Scranton look really bad. But Jason, just so you know, FYI, people live by you that are watching, and they're in my chat saying they might do a little, I mean, of course it wouldn't be hurting. And I always tell people don't touch the poo. And I always tell people don't go out there and be like, here, get over here, you fucking little child abuser. Oh, it was all legend. No, it wasn't. I believe Zach and Will, you are a piece of shit. You still keep talking about them. But yeah, Jason, you keep talking like that. You keep singing bad songs. You're going to have the wrong note come and slap the shit out of you. There's some concerned mothers out there. So just be careful for that. If you see someone running at you, get over here, Jason. And all I'm saying is I'm not calling for violence, but please, for the love of God, record it and send it to me. But without that further ado, let's get into this crazy stuff that happened, like a little bit ago? I saw Von Beardo made a video. If you guys aren't subbed to him, check him out. He's a buddy of mine. I like Von. Von's a funny guy. Much love to him and his missus. But yeah, let's get into this. Jason made this video, and I'm sorry, Ezzy. Let's get it. And while I'm playing this, I'm going to do a little poll for y'all. Because, you know, for all I know, and for people who don't know, side note, I know I'm just rambling on. There's this crazy woman that might be multiple people, but that is one person. Her first name goes by the name of Mia. I didn't really know that much about her. I just didn't want to, get into the side drama, but started to report channels, attack channels, and I'm like, man, I don't understand why people don't like people. I get it, and they make up stuff about people, but without proof, people, I just don't take anything. I take everything with a grain of salt. But the reporting the channels and the attacking people and making up that you're British, it's really insane. So anyway, I'm thinking that this Ezzy person could be Mia in disguise. But you guys, like I said, I'm going to do a little poll. You let me know what you think about that. But let's get into this.
Howdy, folks.
Ha!
Homeless extravaganza.
Damn, look at those lips.
I see people, well, I don't see it. I didn't see it. But a new fan of mine, guy named Rich down here, one of the coolest fuckers I've ever met in my life. He's a real-life vampire.
What?
Don't ask me. Like, I'm not gonna violate people's fucking confidence and the shit they tell me. You know, if he tells me I could tell some of his story and shit, then I'll tell you. But he's actually from The Village. You know, Resident Evil Village. The Lady Demiscu and that shit, you know. His family goes back to The Village.
There you go, guys. Here's a little
and
poll.
People that no. Just a little note about my content.
It
I really
sucks.
apologize for that last video because I was looking at, I was watching it. I can't use those headphones, those black headphones, the JVCs. God, they're good headphones. They are so good.
All right, why would? There you go. Let me break down your penis. Sorry, no, I mean your fallacy. Sorry, folks. Hey, you remember things your way. I remember things my way. Yeah, let's break down that penis for you, Jason. How can it be good headphones if they sound like shit and people can't hear what you're saying? And if you're using it for microphone purposes, there's ways that you can change that. I just think, again, that this is all your years of, you know, professional streaming that you say that you have that I really haven't seen dick from. But yeah, Jason, those are awful headphones. I can hear you a lot better, but again, you should also blame it in the time of day. It could have been windy. And the fact that you are living outside of a homeless shelter, sitting there drinking vodka, and I'm sure Delta 8 is, you know, in this, folks. I'm sure. Man, I really, sometimes I want to do no more, but I don't want to engage too much. But I'll be like, yo, man, for some Delta 8 and like some Fireball. Like run in there and say, fuck you, Shani. He's claiming she's there. How could there be? I'm going to tell you all with 100% certainty. I know people that have lived in shelters. It's been a long time, but the rules normally stay the same. The biggest rule is if you're together, married, fake common law married, you cannot be together because they don't want any drama going on with all the other people that are homeless. You know what I mean?
For $20 at Target or whatever, or Best Buy, I can't remember. But
I love his pimp jacket.
the bass, I guess, makes it such. Can I do this? Let's see this. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Look at this.
Yo, is he Italian?
Now we're cooking with gas, folks.
Cooking with the bucket, huh?
So those JVCs, they're one of the best headphones I've ever had.
Fucking 70 degrees and this guy's out here with a big... Yo, you cannot blame this on wet brain. You cannot blame walking around with 67 to 70 degrees wearing a jacket on wet brain. I'm sorry. No. Retardation is just retardation.
You know?
I think Ezzy is just nameless person from Goro. Oh, good to know. Good to know.
But I guess the base is such on them that when the wind is heavy,
I'll end the poll.
it just whoa, like
Thanks,
a lot of the
Bungee
audio
Jumper.
was just done, and I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to come out that way. So apologies on that. I hope you got some of what I said. I was in there at the place I stay. Fuck it, I want to start telling you things. Like, I want you to know where I'm at.
Why? When you, dude, it just ruins your life. And people go further. Like, I'm just playing around with you, but I know people go further. Like, Jason, why would you want that for real? Oh, Don99 from Sapphire. Thanks for doing a second. Well, you know, hey, thank Jason. He's the one who put out the video. But thank you for the $1.99. But yeah, guys, always, like I said, if I could get it in before, that's what I said. Before 8 o'clock, you will definitely get another video from me. Like I said, I'm strictly keeping my streaming schedule to Mondays. That's gonna be my my streaming day.
Do.
No, we Italians do not claim him. That is right. That is right. That's right. Yeah. Fuck you, Jason. We ain't claiming you. And I'm Sicilian in Naples. I don't know what you are, but you know, the Sicilians and the Naples do not claim you, man. In this jacket, what's up with the one green finger? Like, I'm really confused about the green finger. Did he like get it jammed in the door, or like, you know, the last time he cleaned Shanny, it just got toxic, and then like I don't understand. Is this a statement, or Jason? I think you're one of those Illuminatis. How's that feel? You're one of the Illuminatis. I love the outfit. It's like urban chic, but someone rated some 65-year-old Italian guy's, jacket. Why is he out there with a jacket? I have so many questions. Not enough answers. Let's continue.
I was with Ezzy, and
in real life,
she wanted me to get rid of everything, She wanted me to get rid of Facebook, get rid of the YouTube, all of it.
All right. Troll or not, we know she's a troll. She probably looks way not what you thought. You were getting excited for an idea. Did she want to take away your dignity like Shannon did? Because if she didn't, already she's a lot better, even being a fake person, than being with this real person that you want to share your life with. I mean, Jason, you're outside this place where you grew up, broke, poor, your own family won't talk to you, for Shannon. And then you're like, go, good Lord, God, am I supposed to be with her? No. Because if you were, you wouldn't be in the situation. Think about that. If you would have told her to kick rocks 8 years ago when she showed up Christmas Eve, didn't know you at all, you could have had some weird stuff going on. I don't know. I'm just saying. She didn't know you. You didn't know her. Showed up at your house Christmas Eve with the 2 kids 8 years ago. You could have told her to kick rocks. I bet you'd still be at home today. And I bet you probably would have like 100,000 subscribers. Because you already had like 20,000 at that point. Think about that, Jay. No one hated you until you let Big into your life. I'm just trying to point that out. So you want to talk about like God and everything, and it just think about your life. You're on the street corner begging for money, wearing these ridiculous clothes in 70-degree weather, and it's just, you are fried, man. Let's continue, folks.
Oh, that's why I put it private. My channel. I
for
what do you
Etsy?
call it? Hid the channel. That's why I did it, If you say fuck you to someone, you should do it with some color.
Jason, why don't you play a video or something with Ezzy talking so everyone knows what she sounds like? She probably is someone everybody knows, and that can narrow it down if you really want to know who she is. And like, he's still like, oh, even though she trolled me, I don't know what to, like, dude, she trolled you. She catfished you, and you shouldn't go back to Shanny. Like, oh, that was a mistake, because you're still talking about it. See, to me, I don't know about you all, but to me, it makes me feel like he's still like Ezzy's still on his mind. You know what I mean?
Anyway, so I got a little message for Ezzy. I want to say to her publicly, actually, that I want you to know that everything that I told you I felt, I legitimately felt for you. And I still do. But the fact of the matter is I'm not going to be a scumbag with you. Man, it's hot.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's 70
Look
degrees.
at that. Hair's coming in, folks.
Okay. No, it's not.
It's going to take a while to actually have hair. I'm going to take off my Joe Pesci jacket. Hey, Mom, shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. You know?
Why is he wearing so much
Joe Pesci
clothes?
shit. I took off the rosary. Because it's not, why the hell am I wearing a rosary anyway? That doesn't make any sense for me to wear a rosary.
And rosary, for people who don't know, you pray and you do like a prayer every night to each rosary bead. And then I guess when it's filled up, it's supercharged or something. That's what they used to tell me in school. But I'm Catholic. I don't know anything about his New Age Christianity or anything like that. I think it's okay to wear a rosary, but normally people wear it, like I said, like at night, to pray. It's a very much of a prayer type of thing.
Why? Well, that guy that talked to me in the suit made me understand it. He's like, do you understand the power of prayer? I said, of course I do. But I walked out of there with my jacket on open and he saw this shirt. And for some reason, people think that this is Lamb of God? What the fuck? No.
Who thinks that?
Lamb of God? I never liked Lamb of God. From what I remember, they're pretty satanic. I don't listen to that type of shit, like Deicide and shit like that. I don't listen to that shit.
Him is more like emo.
Because it ain't my deal. Him, everywhere I go, it's like if there's Christians, especially the non-denominational ones, like I was getting some underwear, right? She's a real nice lady and pretty. She's like, okay, I'm going to get you your underwear and stuff. What size are you? Blah, blah, blah. And she goes, whoa. And she pointed at the heartogram, right?
Yeah.
She goes, whoa. Wait, you're a reverend. Some black dude down here did the same thing to me. Wait, when I was going to get the CFA on Shanny,
Yeah, okay. If people, well, why are you telling people you're not a real reverend? I mean, yes, you're a reverend. Someone put that as your address. But Jason, you need to understand this heartogram, that does not exist in the world of what you call esoteric. And what I mean by that is there's pentagrams and then there's hearts. But what he's making is from a sect of, I mean, if you really want to be technical, Satanism. So people, it's true. Because this whole thing, they literally just took the pentagram and put a heart over it. I don't know why you don't understand that that's what it is. No matter if you like the band or not, or no matter if you like the lyrics or not. It has nothing to do with that. I think they were trying to take something as, evil, apparently, as a pentagram and turn it into love, make a negative into a positive. But I think your wet brain don't understand that. You're reading too much into it.
You, Shanny. She should be where I'm at soon. Probably today at some point.
Oh, and that's if she's watching these videos, why doesn't she ever she's never in his chat. Like if you look in his chat, there's no big.
We'll come down here and make a video if she can.
What part of Catfish did you not understand?
Really glad
never mind. That's Sabella.
She's gonna have to be out here. You gotta.
Hey, yo, Sabella, did you catfish Kirky? Did you tell him they go fit in the cuck chair? See, that's the funny thing. If you watch Jason's channel, you'd be like, oh, this person's like, what part of Catfish do you don't understand? Have you seen this person? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just, I have eyes.
I'll be able to walk some, Oh, let me do the Villy pose.
The what?
Oh, it'd be so much better if I had my hair, you know, at least down to here like Billy did in the picture. The cover of fuck, I always get that wrong. Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights, right?
And you know what the funny thing is? I'm going to say this and I'm going to let it play for a little bit. Jason, if you go back to Big Shanny, not only are you going to be cleaning the bucket, but she's going to put you through another humiliation ritual. She does this every time you grow a spine, whether it's beating you up, whether it's shaving your head. She's going to put you through another one. Number one. Number two, say goodbye to your Revelina, whatever this is, performance art. I don't know. This could be you, but say goodbye to it because she does not like that. Because no matter how many times she wants to convince people, otherwise she is a racist, sexist piece of crap that hides behind anything to shield herself from criticism. She will not accept you, and she will not accept what you're trying to do. And that's a person just trying to be real with you. If you like being Revelina and you like doing that, then that's good on you. But I want you to know as a person, because no one else, and I'm sure everyone said this to you, she will not be okay with that. So it seems like you're very passionate about this. Do you want to be able to put that away for another 5 years or whatever? Because I don't think you have another 8 years in you to deal with her. I mean, look, you guys are already on the street. So I just want to throw that out there. This thing that you're so passionate about, she's going to make you not do it because she has a problem with it. Just think about that, man.
He's got his hand in his back, and he's got the cigarette like that, and he's got like this, like sort of pensive look, I love Billy.
No, Miss Cat, she is definitely not walking. I do not believe it. I do not believe it at all.
Look at the
not at all.
With Billy Volo. This is what I'm telling people. They asked him directly, well, we hear a lot about you guys being highly satanic. You want to comment on that, Mr. Volo, of being a Satanist? And he's just chill as fuck, and he's like, it's not about being Satanists, it's about having fun. Done deal. No, we're not trying to be Satanists here. You got that? Because it's an inverted pentacle, and he puts a heart in it.
Yeah, I said that.
It's his own symbol. It's not an inverted pentacle.
It is a pentagram, though.
It's
that he put a heart in it.
Heartogram.
Oh, God.
And what does it stand for? Look it up. It stands for love.
And what is love, Jason? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No. But Jason, that's the thing. Like, if you want to get in, this is not the time or place. But if you would want to get into a debate about what love is and what it is as meaning for that, I could talk to you about that. And make your head spin, because there's a whole sect of something that I could go into, but I won't now. But you should just understand that people are going to think those things. But none of that should matter, because at the end of the day, what is this that you're wearing? It's a shirt. What does the shirt signify? The shirt signifies Essie. Essie bought this for him. He wears this in her honor, I guess, even though it's a catfish. Even though he says Big Shanny's walking around and she's fine, they're going to get back together. Once she has full control over him, she's going to use this as a tablecloth. Oh, no, she's going to use this as a napkin.
But this non-denominational pretty preacher girl that was giving me underwear said to me,
he's so weird.
Oh, it's not about love. It's about self-love.
What? Oh,
so
okay.
I said, thanks for the fucking underwear. And
that's why you're not allowed
and
anywhere.
I was ranting. This is what's wrong with Christians. I was just ranting like this. And I was a little buzzed on alcohol. I admit that.
No.
Pray for me. I'm doing my best to stop drinking completely.
Nasty, vicious, drunk.
Because I don't want to drink no more. I got friends out here, and when I get too cranked, I start acting like a fucking asshole. And this is in my family,
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. These guys that can't handle their liquor, and then they start asking 18-year-olds if they want to see their penis. Like, it's an epidemic that needs to be squashed for sure.
I don't think the Davises were like that, like started acting like an asshole when they get too drunk. But on my dad's side, like my Uncle Bill.
Why are you telling
slammed
people
Jack
this?
Daniels and shit.
And shit?
My mom used to tell me, oh God, that sounds like JC. My mother used to tell me, oh my God, I can't do that now. Although I have a friend, Ty, that's got a mom that has a bag full of purple wigs.
What? Dude, like seriously, he's off to the races. He's off the moon. He's somewhere else. My God, what the hell you? I got a friend that's got a mom filled with. She got a bag of purple wigs.
And if I can get a purple wig, I'll be doing on the street corner JC videos for you.
Well, why? Look at his face. Now he's thinking about like, oh, that'd be hot, dude. You know, Jason is definitely the epitome of Buffalo Bill. I'd buck me. You know that dude that is getting off to himself. That's what he is from Silence of the Lambs. Jason, what good is all this going to do with the person that you're saying that you're going to be with is not into you doing this, and is going to make arguments and fights with you every time you do it. He could say that it doesn't bother him. He's going to live his life, but all she's ever going to do is attack you. And I think it seems to me, unless all this is BS, it seems to me a lot of this stuff is Jason doesn't know what he wants to do. Does he want to go back to Shanny? Familiar abuse, familiar attacks, familiar fucking that bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
And she still is. Or do you want to dip your toe into, well, Essie, she bought me something. When's the last time Shannon bought him anything? But misery, that's nice. She wants him to be himself. Well, that's nice. Like, yeah, even if she's a catfish, Jason, like, again, I think you should just find somebody brand new, randomly, when you're out of this rehab, homeless situation, and start over. Don't talk about this online stuff. Don't talk about being a reverend because you're going to sound nuts. Just be you, be Jason, and see what happens. Because this is not going to work out. And I don't foresee Shannon outside of a homeless shelter just sitting there waiting because she's not going to try to get a job. And I just don't see that. But I don't know. I guess we will see.
Whoa, that's wild, ain't it? And for the people asking if I'm selling my body to survive, no. I'm not. Do you know how I'm
Then
surviving?
Sucking
The
dick.
kindness of others. And one YouTube angel that continues to help me. Literally one.
Dude, I get that. I get that. Like I said, I've been around. There's some great people in the community. I've never given up on the community because there is great people here. The people that support you no matter what anyone says. The people that actually see the truth, again, no matter what anyone says, because to a lot of people, it's not a popularity contest. And there's people here that it doesn't matter how many people some people have in their chat. They will never listen to them, never donate to them, never help them out because they could see right through them. Now, I applaud those people because they've seen it all, basically. And if you have one of those, good for you. But I don't think, again, if you're just going to get everything handed to you, you're never going to learn how to take care of yourself. Just even thinking that maybe you should go back to Big Shanny and their fucking child abuse and that Will's the problem. Like, are you kidding me? He's just an 18-year-old that got caught up in his mother's bullshit. Which includes you. Don't blame Will. Don't blame Zach. They're just, Zach's still a child. He's 16. He still has the rest of his life, but I don't understand that. You gotta blame an adult child because you couldn't make it work with his mother because his mom's mentally ill and so are you.
So she goes, it's about self-love, and I could just get pissed off and walk away, But I really am. I'm doing my best to stop drinking completely as I'm looking at 2 bottles of Fireball. I got fucking... too cranked yesterday.
Nah. And dude, how are you? That's not fair to the people that are sitting waiting outside that shelter that don't have an uncle or anyone else or YouTube audience that they can get money from. They have nothing, and you're taking that bed bunk, and you're out here slamming alcohol, and now you just say, what did you say? He's got 2 fireballs. I mean, that's a Pennsylvania special, you know. I swear, everyone in PA just loves Fireball. And for people who don't know, it's a strong cinnamon liqueur, I guess you would call it. Shit can make you go blind. But Jason, I think maybe you shouldn't make streams that, you know, while you're drinking, talking about outside a shelter that clearly says no drugs, no alcohol, while, you know, on our property. You are supposed to be looking for a job. I don't know. Like, again, I'm an old school person. When I knew about these programs, there was no online work. You know, there was literally, you go to a job fair during the day, and then like 6 p.m. you go back into the program, and then when the doors fill, they fill, and that's it. Then they do this every day, and it's been like this forever. Maybe they've changed around rules because there's a lot of online opportunities, but if he's just outside drinking alcohol, drinking Fireball, drinking vodka, and he's gonna walk back, no one checks him. No one, like, whoa, I could smell the alcohol on your breath. And especially if he's not, like, you know, eating anything else, brushing his teeth, doing anything that would make it so, you know, even chewing gum, so he doesn't stink like alcohol. That's insane. And guys, what do you think? Here, you know what? I'll do a poll. I want to see if you guys think he's doing Delta 8.
Really depressed. Because it's a fact, guys. I'm never gonna procreate.
Good. Thank
And
God.
That fucking sucks. Because my particular line of Egroffs, there's like one other one, I think. A cousin or a distant cousin or a cousin removed or something out in Wilkes-Barre. That's what I heard. I don't know.
And Jason, like I said to you in my previous video, just because you find a woman that doesn't have her tubes tied does not mean, oh, now I can procreate now. You are putting so much emphasis on it's the woman's problem. But again, you're an ignorant person. What do I expect? Ignorant people like yourself will say this stuff. And why do I think you're ignorant? Because it takes 2 to tango, man. And sometimes some people's sperm might not be up to the count. And Jason, you're not even awake now. I don't believe that your sperm at your age is at attention. If you were 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, yeah, okay. And you had a couple bad years. You're maybe 28 now. Yeah. But you're on the wrong side of 40. You were a bad alcoholic, still an alcoholic, I always will be, and you smoke that Delta 8 bullshit that is so bad you don't even know what's in there and what it's doing to your body. And I think before you start talking about women that could procreate for you, do a test and see how many sperms that you actually have that are alive. Because I bet half of what's in there is coming out blanks. And I'm not saying it to be mean, Jason. I'm just saying it because age, health, living on the street, not doing the best, putting the best stuff in your body, drugs, alcohol. These are all factors, man, that makes a baby. You got to be healthy. And this would be the worst time. See, for you to have a baby? Jason, you can't even take care of yourself. If you had, like, say this Ezzy person did exist. Let's say she did. And she lived, like, I don't know, it's 20 miles from you. And you were able to meet up with her and you were intimate with her. And it says, Jason, my parents want me to have this baby because we're religious and doesn't want us to abort it. How are you going to take care of it? They don't want you to be in my life because they think you're a loser, which they would be right. How are you going to afford it, Jason? You have no money. But this is like people that don't understand life. You know, at your age, I would think you would understand that this is not the right time to have children because you can't afford it. You can't even take care of yourself. If you still had that $700,000, then fine, whatever, do whatever the hell you want, have 2 kids. But Jason, you need to understand this ship has sailed, and it has nothing to do with Shannon having her tubes tight. It has to also do with you don't take care of yourself, and financially, medically, emotionally are not ready or involved to have a child ever. I hope he gets that. Like, I'm not being mean. I'm just trying to be honest, you know?
But I appreciate everybody's financial help. So I hear from, I was going to tell you, Rich was looking at, was it Rich? No, it was Ty. Ty was looking at my comments. I'm like, dude, just don't read it. Don't read my comments. It's going to be fucking, he's like, yeah, they are a bunch of assholes. And they're saying, well, it looks like you have brand new clothes and shit. You're not homeless. You're cosplaying being homeless. You guys are the dumbest, fucking, most satanic pieces of shit on the earth, okay?
Why are people dumb, satanic? Jason, who's a Christian? Do you think you're the first homeless person we've seen in life? Like, oh my God, wow, we've only heard about these. How strange, how queer. Like, come on. You're not the first, and unfortunately won't be the last. But we know that there's rules in place for people that are saying that they're homeless. And we know that there is donation boxes and places where you can get clothes. We know that, man. We know that before you knew that. But we're just wondering, what are you doing with your life? You're outside of these places, these programs that are meant to help people when, you know, that are down on their luck and maybe get a job. And then once you get a couple paychecks, you can get a hotel room. And then, hey, you don't need to be in a shelter. You can have your own life. You don't have to sleep in a cot next to some rando that might, you know, attack you in the middle of the night. But that's the price you pay when you have nothing. Dugats. Like, Jason, we understand, but you asked the community for help, and a lot of people try to help you. At least get Shani out. The reason you don't have a house is because of her. I also don't think that house should have been condemned. I think a group of guys, a couple of weeks, you could have called G-Man, but you didn't do that, Jason. You didn't do nothing in that work. You could have told Uncle Tommy, hey, Tommy, Uncle Tommy, don't be disrespectful to your uncle. You say, hey, Uncle Tommy, I know this guy, G-Man, may or may not be gay, but that's okay. He does good work with his he does good work with his tools. He's going to fix our issues so it can be a habitable building so you don't get in trouble. Is that okay? I bet we can shave that price down a couple grand because I know the contractor. You might have to cuddle up with him. I'm kidding, G, but these jokes are literally right themselves. Jason was talking about cuddling up with men, but you could have done that. You could have networked and had Uncle Tommy do it, save some money, and you could have stayed in that home. And then when Shannon called back, sorry, you cannot come back here because I had to work my magic. I had to open, mend fences and make things work that I did not want to, including making it work with G-Man, just to make this house work. I'm not going to lose it. It's the last thing I have in my family. My grandmother was in this house. My aunts and uncles. My mother. Sorry, Shannon. It's not worth it. You're not going to take away the last bit of family, Egroff, that I have. See? See how that could have worked, Jason? But no, you're on the street having your uncle go to some random group that's definitely going to screw him because unfortunately, no one's there to watch how they're fixing that house. They could be stealing shit for all you don't know. Maybe your aunts and uncles hid shit in the walls. I mean, they did that during the Great Depression. But I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But I feel like with the uncle, he could have had a serious conversation, say this is what he's looking for. Shannon is not allowed in the house. And I can have someone fix the house within 3 months. It'll save you like $2,000. I think Uncle Tommy would have went with that. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments.
Look at that view. Wow, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? I
No.
gotta get my drink over here.
His drink. Jason, you're outside drinking because you can't drink by the place.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. What was that? now I'm looking.
sup?
Oh, no, that's a, what is it called? Does it say 666 on that cup? No, it's Monster Energy. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Oh, wow, that's a pretty bug. Damn, that's a pretty bug. Look at this bug. Oh, can I switch the camera on? Of course I can. Because I'm recording a video. Hey, Apple, could you add to the camera?
Yeah, Danielle, that
Switch the
sounds
camera around,
scary.
deal? Could you do that? Oh, I'll do it this way. Pause my ass. Where'd he go? There he is.
Oh, hold on. Let
Could you
me.
do that? Oh, I'll do it this way.
Oh, he's back at that place he did the other video in.
Pause my ass.
I'm surprised Jason hasn't tried to break into this building and live here.
Where'd he go? There he is. I hope you saw him. I don't know if you did.
There's a cockroach.
So,
Uh-oh, Jason. 72% of my audience thinks that you're smoking the old devil's lettuce. You're on the old wacky tobacco.
I want to tell you that I greatly appreciate the financial support of this channel. Because I'm going to tell you.
There you go, Carver. You
it
got
ain't
three.
easy,
You have a lot of points there.
No, it's not. People are like, well, you got new clothes and shit. Well, yeah, there's resources where you could get some clothes.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't use those resources, and the people that actually need it, that don't have an online audience, that's not going to pay you because they feel bad. And again, I can't attack people for that. I can't, if people want to help him out, it's your money, it's your life. I will never attack somebody for what they do with their own money. But I will say you shouldn't be using those resources because there's people out there that probably really need it more than you. For real, Jason. You should think about other people besides yourself. Get some chapstick. Buy this guy some
What's called
chapstick.
A clothes bank. The Catholics are awesome, okay? They really are. The Catholics are fucking great.
So what do? You go in there and pretend to be a Catholic. I used to be a Christian. Ha! I'm actually a reverend. You guys need somebody? Can you imagine what he says? These people are just like, just take the bag and leave. Like, no, I'm a reverend. That's not this type of denomination.
They really do their best to help the homeless, which is one of the commands of the Lord, really. Love others. How do you love a homeless person? You get them a pair of shoes. You give them a pair of pants. You give them some new underwear and socks. Wow. Ain't that easy? You have a tithing table, like Amanda Breck used to talk about. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because I was never
There's
homeless.
alcohol in that
He was
can. You know
homeless
what?
for
Maybe.
sure.
Maybe.
Guaranteed, as he'd say. He'd love it if he saw me today doing drag. He'd be like, that was pretty good. I think. I'm pretty good at it, I think. But I'll get even better at it when I can practice it,
How are you gonna practice it if the girlfriend that you want to be with is not into that stuff? Jason, the girl that you like does not like that stuff. She calls it weird. She makes fun of you. She says you're a weirdo. So, don't you feel like maybe you should be around someone that's going to embrace your weirdness, embrace what you like? I just think maybe you should. Maybe it's time. Give that a try and see how that feels to be around somebody that might embrace what you're into, instead of someone forcing you to clean their poop bucket all day.
I can't look like Bruce Willis. The hell was that? I can't look like Bruce Willis. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. With no makeup and I can't do drag with like this, with this.
With the dry lips.
Can't do that. But I started off with the Ezzy stuff. And I just want to say to her, I send her nothing but love. And I'm really sorry I even responded
Dick pic.
to your email. You know? Because you did catfish me.
Yes,
You
she
guys
did.
were right. You guys were right about it. That
Dude, it was
not
kind of
her.
obvious.
I was looking at this chick's, because, man, her image got stuck in my head. Why? Because that's who I thought she was really, that person. And I was,
Dude, why do you really think that she would that a person that's watching a person that's abusing a woman's kids and just throwing away their money and begging for Delta 8 and alcohol and stuff, you really think some random woman online would be like, oh my God, that's the guy I've been waiting for all my life? No, Jason, no. Well, I hope not. Yeah, I've been surprised before. But I would think most of the time, nobody's going to do that. That's somewhat normal. Sorry. If like me personally, I need to meet that person. Meet them in real life. No online stuff. Because there could be it could be a dude. You know what I mean? It could be anybody. So yeah, it was kind of obvious. But I get it. You were so lost. You were just looking for a friend, really. And I think that's what you really need, Chase. I don't think you need a girlfriend. I think you need a friend. But it just seems like you just want to hook up with someone and you think in your mind that they'll automatically get pregnant because, they don't have their tubes tied like Shannon. But Jason, I don't think somebody like you should have children. You were just like, if you would snap at a kid for a cat box, even though that kid had nothing to do with the cat box, I don't know what you would do if a baby was crying at 3 a.m. and needed a bottle. Hey, Jason, you know what it's like to warm up a bottle at 3 in the morning? I do. Do you know what it's like to feed your kid and burp him, have him throw up all over you at 5 in the morning? I do. Do you know what it's like to make sure that kid is next to you all day and night? By your bed in the what's it called? That's oh my God, what is it called? It's not a crib. It's a bassinet. You probably don't. Jason, let me tell you something. Having children to me is a young person's game, because once you have it, you know what it's like to not have sleep going on 2 days, to be happy when they finally go to sleep and someone makes the littlest noise and you go, be quiet. The baby's sleeping. You don't understand until you live through it. And I don't know. I think this idea of you wanting to have kids, like, dude, you have no place to live. Like, get your life situated first before you even entertain that idea.
listening to hymn songs that were really, I was looking her in the eyes, the picture in the eyes. Oh, man. The Poison Girl song, right?
Yeah, Xanathus. Where's that chick hanging
That's
on?
a good song. All of him stuff is... Okay. I'm not going to say all of him stuff. That weird shit they were doing in 2014.
Wait, Danielle, you're telling me that... Wait, I was about to be homeless. I thought that they were going to give me my Monster Energy and my nice headphones and stuff. And then I was going to be mad because why can't the headphones sound good on a windy day? Damn it. Must be those damn atheists again.
And even like Wings of a Butterfly, I don't like that song. Their newer shit, I don't like it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm sorry, Billy. I don't feel your spirit in it, Billy. But those, my God, like Razorblade Romance, the demos, the demo shit's the best. Okay, that's the best hymn shit. For Razorblade Kiss, and the name of it as a demo is Slippery When Dead. That's such a good album title. And the demos for Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you guys. That Monster Energy is more than 190% what we call a chaser, because you don't want to drink that stuff straight. Fireball is really strong. He said he had 2 fireballs. So yeah, he could have just took one of those little shots and dumped it right in there. And that's what I'm saying. Why not? It's not like he has anything else to do today. He has to pretend to be looking for work until 6 p.m. until he can go back to the building. And this is why I do not think that they would take Big Shanny, because what is she gonna do all day? I'm disabled. Okay, let's see your disability. Oh, well, no, you have to take my word for it. No, lady, that's not how any of this works at all. If you were actually disabled, we could put you in a disability place, or we could put you in a place like that, and you don't have to be here, but you need to not be here all day. I don't. She would be outside with him. And at her weight, and barely can get up, and has to have a shit bucket. And what are those? Does she have her walker? Like, how would she walk around the town? I don't see her doing that. I really don't.
That's your best shit to me. Love Metal is a pretty good album. Like Sacrament, Sacrament. The Sacrament is you. Yeah, that one.
Please don't sing.
Fortress of Tears. Great songs. Fucking great songs. And there's demos for that album, too, which are pretty damn good. But I'd say Love Metal is the cutoff for me. Like Neon Light or Dark Neon, or Dark Light? Yeah. No. The spirit just isn't there like it used to be, you know? There are flies all over this building on the outside. Are there bodies in this building? Let me show you the Abdullah building.
Yeah, Cobra Commander. I applaud you that you made it back from Blackheart Island with a poop bucket and a tail and nasty. I know people don't realize, like, I put a lot of effort into that heist game to make it fun for you all. There's a lot of little Easter eggs in there.
The something building. Central RR of New Jersey.
Seem cool for Ezzy? Oh, maybe.
Central Railroad. Oh, okay, that's why they call this the old railway station.
Maybe.
Man, this is a cool spot, though. This is the coolest spot around, and it's like right down the corner from where I spend my day. I want to apologize to Ezzy.
For what?
Because I was following the lust of my heart. And I was talking to Shani, and I said it to her. And she said, I know you were.
You were following the lust of your heart because you're not attracted to Shani. You are not attracted to her. She's too big. But it's more than just the weight. She stinks. She doesn't wash. She smells. And I think that's a deal breaker for you, Jason. I think that has been a deal breaker for many, many years. I think even back when you guys were doing the gross OnlyFans, at least she was washing and bathing. Because I noticed all the videos you were doing had something with her bathing around it. Well, hey, you're going to get clean because we're doing a sex act in the tub, right? Ugh, gross. But anyway, I think that was always a deal breaker for you. You're not what they call a chubby chaser. And when you saw this Ezzy person, you thought, oh my God, she's into me? No, she wasn't. And he claims he's seen a picture. Well, why don't you show it? And for real, if you're going to be apologizing to anybody in this video, why don't you apologize to Will? You don't have to blame him for your breakup with Shannon. Because no matter what, Will didn't condemn the house, did he? No, he didn't.
And she was right, again. She was telling me that's not who you're talking to.
Well, that was kind of obvious. Come on.
Now, she ain't AI. She's a real chick. If you look up, I hope I get her some subs or whatever on Facebook. She's a chick on Facebook. She's absolutely fucking gorgeous.
Anybody, again, don't touch the poo, but anybody that, is like, you know what, screw this. I want to find out who this person is. You talk to this Ezzy because he's about to say who her name is on Facebook. Just be like, was it worth it? When you mess with a person as mentally ill as Jason, you should understand he's going to say your name, address, phone number, and whatever else he knows about you, because that's what Jason do.
Shout out to you, whoever you are. You're hot as fuck.
No, Jason, what you thought was her, what you thought is hot, But again, that could be just an AI, or she says she took the pictures from another Facebook account. And Jason, that's weird. Why would you want to be with somebody like that? You know, having a relationship based on a lie. It's just, you know, and it's even weirder that you kept talking to her instead of just blocking her. See, I think that's funny because Jason usually blocks these people and keeps it going. But Ezzy must have done something. Maybe because she gave him a shirt. I don't know.
Her name on Facebook is S-I-N, Sister, I-S-T-E-R, Sinister, but her first name would be Sin, and the last name Inister.
So does everybody get that? And again, I'm not telling anyone to Facebook, whatever. I don't use Facebook. It's just, I don't know. I don't like that. It seems like a doxing platform for me, but I don't use Facebook. But anyone who does, Sin space Inister, and then be like, hey, Sinister. Did you like those pictures of Rev's baby carrot?
Okay, look her up. That's the chick that Ezzy catfished me with her pictures.
Oh wait. Oh, so never mind. So that's not even the person that gave you the pictures. That's somebody that they took the pictures from. Jason, come on. How do we not know that the real Ezzy was Jules? Because, well, you were talking to her, and it's kind of funny. I'm not saying it was Jules, but if it ended up being, I would be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense because you were talking to her. Or that Fupa Cheese person, it could be her. Or this crazy Mia person who bothers everybody and has to slide into everyone's DMs. I bet you it's one of those three. Because, you know, for someone to get this far into this, they have a lot of time on their hands, don't you think?
And man, she's gorgeous. My God. But you know what?
That's not the real her.
Start thinking that it wasn't Ezzy. I was looking on this Sinister girl's page on Facebook.
Yeah.
And man, her as a blonde. Oh my God.
Oh.
I took this one picture of her.
Ew.
I was like,
please don't get into the details.
Listening to Poison Girl over and over and over again and looking her in the eyes. Don't do that, guys. Holy shit. Just in case you're getting catfished for the men, don't do that. Like, connect music to the feelings of the person you're with and constantly look them in the eye. You're going to create a soul bond.
How are you going to create a soul bond? You were just talking to her. You guys were just being flirtatious, but she wasn't giving you any like real life tools. Like, hey, Jason, maybe you should talk to your uncle and figure your stuff out. Kick her to the curb. I know she's probably telling you to get rid of Shanny and stuff, but she wasn't giving you any life lessons. So, you know, yeah, flirting is fun, but you know what? For $2.99, you can give that to any phone sex operator. If she didn't give you anything real from your conversations, then I don't see why she's that important, in my opinion.
Don't do it. Because I was telling Ezzy, like, I don't care that you did that. I like you. And that's why we started a relationship. And she gave me your real picture, which is gone now, deleted. I will never show you what she looks like.
See, that's so weird. It's gone now, deleted. Did Shanny delete that? Or was this something that she told you to delete? That Ezzy. And again, if Ezzy told you to delete, that's even weirder. Why would she tell you to delete? Here's my picture, but don't tell nobody. And delete that. Like, everything you're saying, Jason, is so weird. Like, I hope one day this guy can learn, like, how to be normal. Like, look at him. His whole identity with Jason can be a certain weight even stems from today. Look, he's drinking a sugar-free drink. I know this because I'm a diabetic, and that's the drink that I would need to drink if I was going to drink a Monster Energy. If I drink regular sugar, I can tell it's too much for me. But I've been drinking, artificial sweeteners for over 30 years, so I know what real sugar tastes like. And versus fake sugar, I can remember how nasty that I thought it used to taste until I got used to it. Now I drink stevia stuff. But Jason, look, you're still doing that because in your mind you don't want to be heavy like when you were in high school. I just think that that's funny. Like, you can't, if you just look where I'm looking, I think he could just fix a lot of these problems he's having. Oh, I had to delete the picture. Like, did she make you delete it? And you know what? You could have just said you deleted it and kept it. Because you know what, Jason? I bet you that picture's not real either. Just saying.
And
guys, thanks for hanging out with me this
never
evening.
gonna
I
get any
appreciate y'all.
information out of me about anything having to do with Ezzy, because I love her. I do.
You don't know her. You don't know her.
And Shannon's going to have to understand that. There's part of my heart that's there. Because we were planning a life. We're going to have a child together, everything, you know?
Now, I've associated with the song.
I can't have a child with Shannon. I just can't.
All right, just because you can't have a child doesn't mean you can have a child with anybody. Just because you can't have a child with a woman that has her tubes tied does not mean you can't have a child that you can have a child with any other woman. Jason, at this point, I would think that your fishes aren't swimming. That's so messed up. That is so messed up of you to attack any woman for thinking that it's 100% you. No, it takes two to make a baby. And I don't feel like you're bringing up your ends of the bargain. Because between the alcoholism and not taking care of yourself, Jason, you're not in the best of health. And I really hope, I don't even know if those, I know that what are they? Like some of those, it's like a test to see if your swimmers are swimming. I would love for him to get one of those tests because I bet he'd be surprised.
And that's why I was so devastated yesterday. It hit me like, oh my God.
It hits you.
The bloodline's dying with you. And my one buddy was like, you're being really mean today. And he hasn't been around today at all.
Another homeless
really
buddy.
bad about that. Not the one I told you about, the vampire. Another one that I don't think I even want to tell you his name. Because I don't want to give details of anybody that doesn't want to have anything to do with this shit. And I haven't talked at length about, hey, you want to be a part of my channel? But this guy is a guitar player. And I've recorded him playing some shit, and he does want me to upload his stuff. So,
Renee, do you feel like he's schizo?
He told me I could use his name. His name's Demetrio Weber. That's his
Why are
name.
you giving his last name?
And he's an incredible singer and guitar player. So you're going to be getting something out of me soon there.
You're gonna sing with him?
A recording of Hotel California, an original. By
How are you gonna record anything when you're outside, like on the side of Scranton, Pennsylvania? Like, I love that. Poor as fuck, but you have recording equipment.
Demetrio Weber. He's extremely talented, and I hope he could get signed to a label. Because then homelessness will not be a thing anymore, and he could, be with his kids, because that's where he should be. He should be with his children. So I think I'm probably going to name this I'm Sorry Ezzy. Because she didn't deserve some guy that was weak in the mind because he was going through some shit with the person he was with. And I took that bait. But if you're going to start a relationship that was based on a fucking lie in the first place, not of how she felt about me, the real person, but she sends me a picture of some chick from Facebook.
That's because this was fake from the beginning. And you should have blocked her right then. Been like, all right, you're not taking this serious. I'm not in the position to take this not serious because I'm friggin' homeless, and kept it moving.
And I'm pretty sure that Jax chick that's on Instagram, I think...
Hey, dude, there's something up with his head. He wants to blame head lice. I'm still like, did he do this himself, or did he have like the place do it?
That's a different chick from the one I'm talking about. I don't know, man.
Ooh, like especially up here on the top, it's really like I'm gonna start calling them patches.
I'll have to research this girl. She's from Ohio, apparently. That's what's on her Facebook anyway. That she's from Ohio, Cleveland, I think, Ohio.
Well, that's nowhere near you.
Oh, yeah, but what put me on to that it was not the person I was talking to Ezzy's a Christian girl. And this chick, Sinister on Facebook, she had a shirt on that said Satan's Lover. I was like, wait a minute. Ezzy would not wear a shirt like that. And then you go to me, well, Rev, you're wearing a Satanic Hymn shirt. Fuck yourself. Go listen to Villy. It's not about being fucking Satanists. Even if Villy is a Satanist, which I don't think he is, he's just an atheist. He just doesn't believe in God, whatever. He is spiritual. He said he has his own form of spirituality, which is probably just the majority of people I talk to out here. They're like, yeah, I believe in Jesus and shit. I don't think Villy believes in Jesus, but if he does, holy shit, that's amazing. I want to hug him in heaven, you know? Because, man, he's helped me emotionally with his music. He has. One of the most incredible singers and lyricists I've ever fucking had the pleasure of listening to, you know? These fucking flies. There's a dead body in this building.
There's a lot of flies.
20 dead bodies. They're attracted to my head for some reason. I don't stink, by the way.
Yeah, but the patchiness of your head, like, I don't know. I still want to look this up after when this is done, like another 5 minutes, if he really said this on his community tab, because I don't know. I mean, I never had lice in my whole life, but like, you know, I have Spanish hair. They don't like my type of hair. I heard that they like, what is it? They like clean hair so they can attach. But yeah, there would be nothing to make me cut my hair off. No thanks. Not like that.
I keep my hygiene up. It ain't easy. You gotta, you know, register at places to take showers and stuff, and you gotta sign towels out and shit at the shelters and stuff like that. But
well, yeah. Do you want to live like that? And you think your girlfriend is gonna live like that? Have to sign out towels and stuff. She got to sign out buckets too.
You can do it. Some people choose not to, and they smell really bad all the time, and that's a problem.
Big problem.
But to Ezzy, I hope you know, the cops, right? You're around cops a lot. Go out with one of them. Start a family. Have some Christian babies. Because you're an awesome girl. Wow. There's going to be a really lucky guy out there that's way better person than me.
I don't like that he says girl and not woman.
Because I try to be a good person, but I'm dog shit. You know, I fail daily at being a good person. I took that rosary off because this guy in a suit is like really being beautiful to me. And he's like, you struggle with addiction? I lied. I said no, because I didn't want to talk about it. I was drunk then. Talking to him.
Yeah.
Do you struggle with addiction? Because I'm an addict.
Nah.
That's what he said. I just said no. And then we got into Catholic stuff. He's like, well, what you're wearing there is a rosary. It's a prayer tool.
Jason, how can you say that you are this religious person, blah, 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 or you're a reverend, and he's a Sandal Fawn, and you're Megatron, and you don't know what a fucking rosary is? This is blowing my mind. If you would have said 5 years ago you didn't know what a rosary is, I'm like, wow, really? I know more about religion than you do? It's almost like you say this to shield you from criticism.
And he's like, do you pray the rosary? I'm like, no.
What the fuck? He doesn't even know that. Like, yeah. I figure most people knew that. Like, yeah, I can understand that if it's not your religion, it's not your religion. But yeah, the beads of the rosary, you pray to them, and then when it's fully prayed up, I guess, then it makes the rosary stronger. But it's also just something, you know, people can hold on to during, you know, when they feel weak in their life. Rosaries definitely have a strength to them when you need it, you know, if you need it like in that way. But that just blows my mind that he didn't even know what a rosary was.
And I was like, but the guy from this band wears rosaries. He's like, it's not a jewelry accessory. It's a prayer tool. And then I realized Wow. I'm being
Huh.
a weirdo wearing that. Yeah.
Yes.
That's not my shit. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not. I ain't a Catholic.
Then, all right. Then, if you're not, then you can then stop taking stuff from the Catholic community that's giving you clothes and stuff. I mean, you said right there. You said in the same video that the Catholic community is giving you food and clothes and stuff. Well, if you're not a Catholic, they don't accept their humbling donations.
Like JC. Grew up Protestant. Went to one church as a kid. Reverend Best was his name in Blakely. And they talked about Satan all day, so my mom never took me back. And I really never had a church since then.
Well, there you go.
A church. Jesus Christ said the church is in your heart.
That's true. I'll agree with
Talk to
that.
him in your heart. And it's over. You could talk to him all day.
Jason, more than what is it? More than 2 people is considered a church.
You don't need a fucking priest. You don't need a fucking pastor. You don't need any of that bullshit. You don't need any building. What you need is a heart, pure, to say, hey, God, what's up? And there he is. He's always there. And how will it come? How will the answers that you have come to the questions that you have? How will that happen? Well, you could be listening to the radio and go, holy shit, that's what thank you, Jesus. That's what I needed to hear. It's the way it works. You could be walking down the road going, Lord, what the hell do you want me to do? And then some event happens right next to you and you're like, oh shit. You're telling me, God, that you respond that quickly? Yeah, sometimes he does. Sometimes you're waiting years for the answers. But he's there, trust me. Oh, no, don't go on my clothes, honey. No, don't do that. No, 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 no. Don't go crazy going in my clothes. There, okay.
What? Who's in going your clothes? What the hell's he talking?
Buggies in my clothes.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's really that shit creeps me out. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, like you're not used to that.
So, you're all I ever wanted, my love. And you were. But things based on, let's call them, what could we call it? Things based on, I'm not going to call it lies. Things based on dishonesty are not meant to be.
I can agree with that. All right. I guess that's it. All right. All right. Let me check this out before I go, because I can't believe that. What was it? He's saying that he had to cut all his hair off because of what do you call it? Because of head lice.
Bullshit.
Hey, Brock, I don't know. That's what Jason's saying, Brock. Let's find out. Hold on. Again, this is great. I gotta give it. I like that. That's gonna be Shanny outside the place. Because again, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. you cannot be in there. How did I get for my 4K subs back? Cool, thanks. That's because YouTube does that. Eventually, it happened to me. I won't be making my live streams public. Too much crazy. Okay. From Shanny Culmination. Where's all my content is public again, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you gotta like republic the stuff back. Okay, so he just came back like 6 days ago. Yeah, I don't know where I don't see where he's saying that he had to cut his hair off, because right here a month ago he had hair. I don't know. Does anybody know? Check Shanny's community tab. Okay, fine. I will check Big's community tab. One second. What is it, Shady? What Shady made a community tab post? Okay. Shady for Satan. Thanks for that $1.99. What is her channel called now? See, that's the thing. Like every time I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? Wow, some people actually get some really decent views on oh, Shani Lives, right? Okay. Back to this. Me waiting for the Uber 3 hours ago. Finally out of this joint. Yo, for real. If she's gonna go back and just after 2 months being in the loony bin, dude, I don't know. Hey guys, if you come give me a list of the reaction channels helping the dingleberry in the attic to harass me, I really need them to give to APS. Who's she talking about? I feel so unloved and used and abused. Hold on. Neglected and exploited by humanity. I hate my life. Okay, what do you think your son Will thinks? Or Zach? I got some tea. Just remember, gentlemen, if you ask me for nudes, ew, you are done. I love the value of myself. I also know men could not make good money by passing my goods around. Yeah, no one wants those goods. Username keeps me on my fed list. What? Yes, I love WikiLeaks. Yes, thank you, Miss Kavitz. So, yeah, I don't see where she's actually says Jason shaved his head. But you know what? I believe it, though. When's her last video? Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure. So her last video was 2 months ago. You know, as soon as she comes home, though, it's going to happen. But guys, that's it. I'm going to go. That's it for me today. Let's see. Where is the thing? Thank you. I'll see you next Monday. Have a great rest of your week. God bless. Love you all. Remember, well, no, I love the people who are there for me. Remember, it's just the internet. Don't mean a damn thing. Be sure to like on the way out if you can. I greatly would appreciate it. Helps me in the algorithms. Okay, guys. But yeah, I don't know. If you actually find where she actually said that Jason had head lice, that's why he shaved his head, put it in this comment section, okay? All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your week.